Hey, so today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm not doing anything on my house. I'm actually going to do something on my truck. So I drive a Toyota Tundra. It has a factory radio in it. It's an older Tundra. So I ended up buying a new touchscreen display for it that has Bluetooth, Apple Play, all that stuff. That didn't exist back in the day. So this is what I bought. It's made for the Tundra. Hence it has this like curved side, 10-inch display, and then it comes with all of these wiring harnesses. It's supposed to just be a plug-and-play setup. You just have to figure out which harness you actually need for your setup, which is gonna take a little bit of work, but I figured you guys could follow along. Typical, watched a YouTube video on it, and I feel like I can do it myself. So I will, we'll see how it goes. All right, so the radio kit did come with this little plastic tool for removing everything. Step one, take out the cup holder, just pops out. So I've pulled out this bottom portion. You'll notice there's clips in the center and then at the edge, so it comes out pretty easily. And then I'm gonna work my way along this side with my tool, taking my time, just try to pry it out and pop it out. So it actually popped out pretty easily. I just got my tool right in here, just lifted it out. You'll see these yellow clips that kind of hold it into place. And that should be a decent enough gap where I can actually start to replace this radio. All right, so we're pretty much just working on getting everything out in the center. So see, we got some play in here to remove, and then I'm gonna work on just carefully removing this, the dials for the temperature. Just go nice and slow so you don't snap off any of the clips. Perfect. There we go. All right, so we're free. So you'll note there are two 10 millimeter. You're gonna need a socket wrench for that, and then there's also two down in these holes. I'll show you. So you have the two up front, here and here, and then deep down in there are two more. So I'm gonna grab my socket wrench real quick. All right, so they are 10 millimeter. Start by removing these 4 bolts, 2 up front, 2 inside. And you're gonna need an extension. This is a 10-inch extension to get those last two 10 millimeters that are on either side. They're really deep in there. All right, and we should be free to remove the radio. There we go. And again, just go slow, not too much force. I think that bolt is still kind of in there. There we go. And this is your factory radio. It's huge. So you're just gonna kind of have to work your way in the tight space to remove all of these plugs. You might need a screwdriver, which I did bring along. I'll show you kind of up close too here what I'm doing. So, come on, flip this thing around. Oh well. And while we're back here, I'll show you as well. Each of these has a different reason why they're on. Some of them control the steering wheel. It all depends on the model Toyota Tundra you have. This is a limited, so there are steering wheel controls. There's GPS, which is actually this black wire here. So if you pull your radio out and you don't notice you have the same amount of plugs, it's all based on the model level that you have, because each one's a different feature. All right, so let me show you. It was not as easy as I expected. It's going to differ based on your vehicle, but basically these wiring harnesses, I'll show you this one. This is an extra. This one black end goes into the radio itself. These will go into your OEM factory inputs. So this one's going into the radio. This is your antenna over here. Your GPS is right below it. And then it's basically just, it is plug and play. Like, you just kind of figure out what fits into what. The one thing I did run into an issue with is this blue connection. Doesn't seem to have anything for the new radio, where the old one was apart. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about it for now. This all has to go back with clips, but it is working, which is nice. Steering wheel controls don't work at the moment. There does say you do have to program the radio, so I'm going to jump into the instruction booklet and see how we can do that before I put this all back together and fully commit to the new radio. But so far so good. Looks decent considering the whole thing is torn apart. All right, so I'm actually pretty happy with this. Under the home settings, and you go to this home screen, if you swipe over to the steering wheel learning, all you have to do is hit start. You hold the key on the steering wheel. So I'm going to hold the positive music volume and then match it to that. Lower the music volume, match it. This would be down on the radio, up on the radio. What else do I have? Mode. Phone. So let's see, hang up the phone will be, I guess this. Answer the phone, I'll assume it's this. That's about it. And then I'll show you. So you hit end, home, and just by hitting now my steering wheel controls, got it. Pretty easy. Pretty happy with this so far. The backup camera doesn't seem to be working great. I'll show you what I'm dealing with right now. So when I pop it into reverse, I get that. Not fantastic. Not really sure what's up with that. I will probably fiddle around with it. The cool thing is it did come with its own backup camera. The system gave you one. So I might just run my own wires. It's kind of gonna be a pain in the ass, but I don't know. I'll think about running my own because this ain't gonna cut it. And just so you know, so the back of this, when I'm going to install it, you can see these clip sections. What you do is come back to your main radio and pull off these yellow tabs. These yellow tabs from the OEM factory piece are gonna go, I don't want to break it, but I'll show you once I get this off. All right, so these 3 tabs will go on the new system, yellow on the ends and white in the middle, and that will help clip this new radio into place. So that will be next, is putting everything back together. All right, so put this up here carefully, and you're gonna want to start by putting, this little box here is the GPS, so that will just kind of slide in to the opening and sit back in there. Take your climate controls, pop these into place. This came out, but no big deal. It goes right back into place. It sits right there. So, just a matter of kind of clipping everything back in and making sure it's sitting flush. Try not to use my hand too much because it's still pretty sore from the surgery. Okay. So this is all in place. We're getting there. It's a pain in the ass. It looks good. It just doesn't feel quite tight. There it goes. There we go. Look at that. Not bad. Sweet. I mean, I messed it up a little bit, but it's an old truck, so who really cares? I definitely got scratches right there, but So what? Way better looking. So happy. Sweet. It's not a home project, but it's definitely an improvement to the truck. Awesome. Very happy with this.